Anyway, my podcast is centered around like gaming and pop culture here and here. Things that we'll be talking about would refer to like any type of anime, games of different genres like RPG, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Get some 2K from sports games in there and how they kind of fell off. They're not as good as they was, and you know maybe some more unique games like the indie games and pixel games that's that started in like 16 and has become more popular. Indie games are actually more popular than AAA games as of right now because it's like the smaller developers care about their game more. They care about their game being good. AAA developers, they're like, oh, people gonna buy it anyway. They always been buying it. They rely on loyalty of the customer. And this is one of the topics that we'll go over in the podcast. My target demographic is like, I want to say like 13 to like 30. That seems like the gaming demographic for me. Obviously, there's older gamers, but this seems like a good medium or a good range for me to like try to fit into. Like gamers, anime heads, and the anime head one can really span from like I say even like 10 instead of 13 to like 40 because anime is very popular. There's some old anime heads that was like OGs. So there can be like different outlets for that, but it'll be split up into segments. We'll start off with the gaming segments, and then we'll travel into the pop culture segment, so like movies and stuff like that. It's plenty of stuff for this podcast, but we'll do like gaming pop culture, but it'll also be like a talk show segment where we're like, hey, hear me out, and we'll get a caller. They say some outrageous stuff like, oh yeah, hear me out. This situation happened, and I might be the bad guy, but this is why I did what I did. And that's the premise of my podcast. It's a mix and mash of stuff, and then it gets narrowed down after we do the segments.